Welcome to the vlog, everybody. You can see Siri and Molly out in the balcony there. This vlog is going to be dedicated at first to these awesome shoes. Sonico bought these for me and they arrived yesterday. And I just never ever buy expensive shoes. But these things are just amazing. See if I can get better light on them. They're Adidas Ultra Boosts. I've never owned a pair of shoes like them, but these are the shoes that will be taking me around my neighbourhood today, so shout out to Sonico for them. And this is a scene from my balcony. I don't know if you guys remember when I first started vlogging, I said I wanted it to be about my daily life. So I thought today what I'll do is, it's a beautiful day, it's Saturday, about 12-13 degrees out. So I thought what I'll do is I'll go around my neighbourhood and give you guys a look at where I live. So this vlog is kind of targeted at my neighbourhood where I live, just a sort of everyday, what does Doug get up to, what does he do, where's his neighbourhood sort of vlog, and we'll see where it takes us. So let's get this thing started. Alright, I've got my shoes on. Got my shoes on now, ready to rock and roll. So I'll be heading out. I'm going to start off with my usual shout outs. I'm going to shout this one out to family. So this one goes out to, of course, Sonico for the shoes, to Mom, because my mum had a big part in me getting this apartment, and also to Jay, my cousin, because he's a big vlogger. So I'm going to try and slide in a couple of sort of elements of vlogging in the same style that Jay does it, so fingers crossed, we'll see where that takes us. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to point out right here, this is the Tokyo Sky Tree. That landmark will kind of help us get a sort of frame of reference of where we are today. That's the second tallest man-made building in the world, or man-made thing in the world. And then also this road here, which has a park right at the end of it there. That'll help us get a frame of reference later. So later on I'll be in the park looking back this way, so you'll be able to sort of get an idea of where I live. So for now I'm going to head out to the elevators and go downstairs and get this thing going in the style of my cousin Jay. So off we go. Okay guys, here we are outside my apartment block. This is my bike here, this green one. I'm just going to be riding around on that today. And I thought I'd show you this. This is the west facing side of my apartment block, and this is the bikes that we park, all the bikes for everybody who lives here. And my Uncle George visited a couple of months ago, and he was really impressed by the culture of cycling in Japan, that people use bikes to get around in their daily lives rather than cars. So shout out, I guess, to the Echo in Japan for cycling, and let's get on it and jump on this green thing right here. My bike was parked in there, and I've come out this side here to show you the front of my apartment block here. I live up around about, I think it was about there, that's the 7th floor. So that was my door that I came out of and went along here to these elevators and down and out. And I'm going to take you guys along this way to the park at the end of the road there. Okay, a lot to see here, folks. This is me in the park now. I made a mistake back there at the cycling part of my apartment, because it was the east facing side, not the west facing side. So this building right here is a school, and on the 6th floor of the school, that's their gymnasium up there, which is pretty cool. And you can see my apartment just there. That corner there is my apartment, which is right behind, or my apartment building, which is right behind the school. And the school wasn't built when the apartment was built. It was just empty land. So whoever bought apartments on that east facing side, about a year later, suddenly they got a school in the way, which I'm sure they weren't all that happy about. But anyway, so I brought you guys, I was in that road there, and I brought you guys up here and into the park, so I wanted to give you a 360 up here. So now it's time to shout out to Daiso. My good friend Daiso used to live in that apartment building there, and Daiso and I used to meet most mornings at about 6 o'clock throughout the year, summers, winters, autumn, spring, throughout the year, and we would meet at the end of this bridge here, right there, bang, and then we'd run a 5k run together first thing in the morning along this orange strip here beside the river, and we'd run all the way down down there, all the way down there somewhere, and then we'd come back up here, and on this area here we'd do press-ups and sit-ups together, and then finish our run together that way. So shout out to Daiso, buddy. Remember some good times there. You and I ran, I think, 2 marathons and a 27k run together, so all that training paid off. And then and there's the park. So it's a really beautiful park, really nice area. I'm very lucky to live here. So we didn't really plan for this when we bought the place, but it turned out to be a really nice neighbourhood. So there's a 360 of the park. I think now what I'll do is I'll take us over that way. There's a little bridge that I'll go over, and we'll get to the place where you can see the front of my apartment building where I shot the video from the balcony. So let's go there. Okay, just through these trees here you can just about make out there the blue clock where I was before. So I've come across this bridge over here to this side of the park. Give you a little look around at this area here. You can see Sky Tree behind the building there. I was thinking as I was cycling over about weather and about seasons. Japan's pretty interesting. It has 5 extremely reliable seasons, and as you can see, it's a beautiful day here. It's early February, clear blue skies, about, I think I said before, about 13 degrees, and this is what winter's like here in Tokyo. It's blue skies, crisp clear air, very dry air, usually around about, you know, between 5 and 15 degrees. It might occasionally snow in Tokyo, but very rarely. And then spring and also autumn, you get up into like 20-25 degrees, much warmer, a little bit of humidity in the air, but not too much, very comfortable. And then of course summer gets blazing hot, you know, into the 30s every day for about 2 months, maybe 3 months. Humidity is insane, up to 99%. It's extremely uncomfortable, air conditioning blaring every day, all day almost. So it gets very hot in the summer. But between spring and summer they have a rainy season, a 5th season. But again, it's reliable. You know it's coming. You know it's going to be about 6 weeks of rain, and you can plan for it. So it's one of the things I kind of like about Japan. I remember in Scotland, if you ever tried to plan for a barbecue, the only thing that was guaranteed was that it was probably going to rain. But here, you know, you can actually plan for those kind of things without worrying about inclement weather and stuff. So yeah, so that's what the weather's like here right now and throughout the year. And now I'm going to take us over towards this direction here. You can see it through the trees here. Some kids playing football and baseball down there, and I'm going to take a shot of my apartment complex from over there. Here we are. We've come 180. We started this on the other side of my apartment there. Well, we started it on the balcony, and the balcony is my balcony is that one right there with a sort of silver square on it. So that's where we started the vlog, and then I went out to the main entrance, which is on the other side of that building. So we've come 180 degrees around to this side, and I thought I'd just give you guys a shot of the park here. That's the map of the park, and we're really lucky in this area. You can't really see it maybe, but the streets are really wide and tree lined and stuff. It's a really beautiful area. I said in an earlier blog that Japan doesn't really go in for town planning, but we were lucky in this area because they designated this park as being a sort of evacuation park where they would fly in supplies or goods, or fly people out in the event of a major natural disaster, earthquake or something along those lines. So they had to design the streets so that, you know, traffic could get in and out, emergency vehicles, that kind of stuff. So we're really lucky that they actually did plan our area. Again, we didn't look for this. We were just lucky to get this apartment in this area. The streets are wide, and also one of my favorite things is, and this is a good kind of way to look at it, is that there's no hanging wires on the streets. Many other areas of Japan have a lot of wires hanging up in the streets, you know, like old telegraph poles or some telephone wires and things. So I really like the area that I live in. Quite lucky to have gotten it. So all right, I'm gonna we've done 180, we've come 180. There's not much on this this half of the circle, if you like, but I will take us up around that way and back around to the little fib. I've come backwards. We were down at this map here, and I planned to go left, but I've actually come back onto the bridge that I showed you earlier because I thought I'd get you guys to check out this. You got 3 seconds to work out what it is. It is a clock, and it's really cool because it's kind of like a sundial in a way. The shadow creates holes where the numbers are, and as you can see, I don't know if it's easy to see, but there's a 3 whoosh right there, and a 2 on this side. So what that means is we're halfway between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, which is dead on. So pretty neat clock in the park. Okay, so we were over there and I've come over this way, and my apartment's in behind here. I'm going to take us up this road here, so my apartment will now be on the right, so we're on the actual west side, not the fake west side that I came up with earlier. Here we are, we just came up the road here, you see Sky Tree in the background there, and we're back on the riverside where Daiso and I used to run. So again, shout out to Daiso. We did some tough cold mornings together running this track, that's for sure. There's Daiso's apartment building right there. He's in New Zealand now, but hopefully he'll catch this sometime. I remember at the start of the vlog I said shout out to my mum, and thought I'd kind of clarify, like when we bought this place about 8 or 9 years ago, my mum actually lived here, and the apartment's in behind this building here. That's where it is, to give you the idea. And mum had a big hand in coming over and helping us with, you know, checking the place out and making sure that it was as well made and put together and it was worth buying. So a shout out to mum for that, and to Jay for inspiring me to vlog. Thanks, Jay, buddy. To any other family members out there. And one last thing I'll say before I sign off is, well, actually before I do that, I'll just give you a little shot of my bike. There we are, my trusty steed. They call these mamacharis, short for mum's chariot, because you get mums flying around in Tokyo on these things with their kids strapped in, sometimes 3 kids to one bike with the mother in the middle. It's quite incredible. And also my shoes stood up well. Good job, shoes. I was caught between being embarrassed about how white they are and being worried about getting them dirty. So but shout out to the shoes, awesome shoes, great shoes. And finally, just somebody was telling me that, you know, they like watching these things, these vlogs. My only intention was just to let people see what my life is like, and they might be boring, they might not be eventful, but it's just giving people back home and out there a sort of view of what my life's like. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Not everybody's on Facebook where I post these things, so if you're not, you know, go ahead and subscribe down below. You know, I'm not really after subscribers or anything like that, but it will help you know when I post new videos if you're not on Facebook. But otherwise, you'll catch this on Facebook if you're interested. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope life's treating you kind, and I'll speak to you all soon.